So welcome back guys, you are watching Rising Code Zero. In this video, we are going to see what is prop drilling in the React with actual code implementation. What are drawbacks of prop drilling? In prop drilling, how data is passed with good PPT animation. And stay till the end as video is very shorter and covers very important points. And if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe and let's get started for today's video. So app.jsx component is passing data to parent.jsx. Then parent.jsx is passing data to child.jsx. Child is passing to the grandchild. So in this way, the data is getting flow from app to parent, parent to child, and child to grandchild. So mostly what is happening in this app.jsx is have some information which we want in grandchild component. Now, as we want this information, we need to pass from app to parent, parent to child, and child to grand. App.jsx cannot directly pass data to grandchild. We can pass data from app.jsx to grandchild using Redux external library. And also we get inbuilt hook which is context API. And we'll talk about this in our upcoming videos. Here we can notice that parent.jsx and child.jsx, these two components don't need the data till they are holding that data, which is a drawback. The components between app and grandchild, they need to get the data and they need to pass. There is no alternative way when we go with the prop drilling, which is a drawback as well. So the definition we are going to see passing data, that means the props. We are going to use props. We are going to see about this from parent component to deeply nested child component through multiple middle components. Now there are multiple middle components and really nested components. Here we can see there is a lot of nested components. Two components don't need the data. Still we are setting. Why? Because we want to share the data to the last component. There can be many more components in between them. There may be 4, 5, 10 components, but here we are just taking two components and we are just understanding the concept. Deeply nested child component, that means the last child component. Below that there is no child. Through multiple middle components, even if those middle components don't need data. So here we are just saying the middle components are not needing the data, parent and child, they don't need the data, but still we are passing the data to them because we need to pass to the last child component. So this is the prop drilling, and let's move to the coding part. Here we are just able to see hello world is being displayed. I will just inspect and get inside components. Now here I'm just having a one component which is app, and here we are not having any states, anything is not there. So we'll have some components and we'll pass the data. So let's get started guys. So here I'm going to create a variable which is going to be name. I will just add my name. I will just remove this. I will create a div over here. Let's create a div. Add one h1 tag in which I will just write prop drilling example. Okay, quite. So if I come on the page, you can just see I'm getting prop drilling example is been displayed. Right now we are having the first component, which is app.jsx. So app.jsx will pass data to parent.jsx. Parent.jsx will pass data to child.jsx, and child.jsx will pass data to grandchild.jsx. So it will pass in this way. App will pass to parent, parent will pass to child, child will pass to grandchild. And what app.jsx is having? App.jsx is having my name. So here we are having name equal to and name app.jsx to grandchild of jsx, right? Now let's see. I'm just going to create a component. I'm having a folder which is components. Inside this components, I'm going to create a component called as parent.jsx. Export default function name which is parent, and this function we're going to export it from here. I'm just going to return from here. Call here a component which was the parent component. It will get automatically imported. You can just see the parent component is imported. As it get imported, I just want to pass the name from here, to which will be obviously they're going to have the name, the React fragments which are starting and in closing of a tag. Now if I come inside a parent, you can just see name is a prop which has been passed from a parent component. I can just display it here as well. So this to display what we want to do is, first of all we can destructure it, curly bracket, and I'll just say name. As I just see here name, what we can do is I can print it. Okay, so it's quite simple. I will just use a curly bracket and I'm just cell. Now, as I come on the browser, if I refresh the page, you can already see this. This is coming. We don't want to print it over here. We need to pass it to another component, which is going to be child.jsx. We need to create this component as well. So what I will do is, first let's create a child.jsx component. I will just say child .jsx couple. And here again we are going to say export default function, which is going to be the child, and this child component we are going to return something with it, and eliminate to create react fragments. Here also we can do the same thing, we can restructure it, or we also have another alternative way where we just say props. Okay, and we'll talk about this. Or let me first pass the data from here to the child component. So I can just say here, let's first of all call the child component. Again, it will get imported automatically. And I will just pass the name from here as it is, and the name. And it will be passed to child. I'll just click on child. And you can just see the prop is available. Pass the prop from child to grandchild. And to pass this is quite simple. Again, we are going to do the similar step. So from child component, I need to create another component which is going to be grandchild. We just say grandchild dot JSX. Okay, and I will just say export default function, and the function name which is grand. And here we are going to do this thing return. Let's get the React fragment, or we can also add a div as well. So here we'll just create a div. So let's make a tab and first call the grandchild component. And from here, right now I cannot pass this like name equal to name. So we can't pass it like this. So I need to say props.name. So props.name. So props.name will fix this, and if I go, I can just click on grandchild and I can get the name. You're just seen in both the days. Log it over here. I can just see here in H1 that this is the grandchild component. Grandchild component. And here we just say H2, and I can just make here curly bracket, and I can just date using that, and I can destructure here, and I can just say link. As I come here, you can just see grandchild component and the message is the locked. So in this way, the data is transferred from parent component to deeply nested child component. This is all about today's video, guys, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of efforts to create such content, edit and everything. It takes a lot of time. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, please do like this video. That helps me to create such content continuously, consistently. And that's all about today's video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please do subscribe, share this video with your friends, and let me know inside comment section how was this video. Thank you guys for watching this video.